Letter 27. To Thomas Pennant, Esquire, Selborne, February 22, 1770. Dear Sir, hedgehogs abound in my gardens and fields. The manner in which they eat their roots of the plantain in my grass-walks is very curious. With their upper mandible, which is much longer than their lower, they bore under the plant, and so eat the root off upwards, leaving the tuft of leaves untouched. In this respect they are serviceable, as they destroy a very troublesome weed. But they deface the waffles in some measure by digging little round holes. It appears, by the dung that they drop upon the turf, that beetles are no inconsiderable part of their food. In June last I procured a litter of 4 or 5 young hedgehogs, which appeared to be about 5 or 6 days old. They, I find, like puppies, are born blind, and could not see when they came to my hands. No doubt their spines are soft and flexible at the time of their birth, or else the poor dam would have but a bad time of it in the critical moment of parturition. But it is plain that they soon harden, for these little pigs had such stiff prickles on their backs and sides as would easily have fetched blood, had they not been handled with caution. Their spines are quite white at this age, and they have little hanging ears, which I do not remember to be discernible in the old ones. They can, in part, at this age, draw their skin down over their faces, but are not able to contract themselves into a ball as they do, for the sake of defence, when full grown. The reason, I suppose, is because the curious muscle that enables the creature to roll itself up into a ball was not then arrived at its full tone and firmness. Hedgehogs make a deep and warm hibernaculum with leaves and moss, in which they conceal themselves for the winter, but I never could find that they stored in any winter provision, as some quadrupeds certainly do. I have discovered an anecdote with respect to the fieldfare, Turdus pilaris, which I think is particular enough. This bird, though it sits on trees in the daytime, and procures the greatest part of its food from whitethorn hedges, yea, moreover, builds on very high trees, as may be seen by the fauna suecica, yet always appears with us to roost on the ground. They are seen to come in flocks just before it is dark, and to settle and nestle among the heath on our forest. And besides, the larkers, in dragging their nets by night, frequently catch them in the wheat stubbles, while the bat-fowlers, who take many redwings in the hedges, never entangle any of this species. Why these birds, in the matter of roosting, should differ from all their congeners, and from themselves also with respect to their proceedings by day, is a fact for which I am by no means able to account. I have somewhat to inform you of concerning the moose deer, but in general foreign animals fall seldom in my way. My little intelligence is confined to the narrow sphere of my own observations at home.